nothing on this fucking planet that makes me more angry than some hot girl who looks like she belongs in a fucking movie sitting next to some gremlin while he ignores her. That's what I'm staring at right now. She looks like a model. She's gorgeous. I would really sell my soul for her. And she's sitting next to somebody who is, first of all, 5 out of 10 on a good day. And also, completely fucking ignoring. I swear to God. I swear to God.
There's nothing on this planet that makes me so annoyed about delusional hypocrites of women. Okay? The hypocrisy of women. Women are the ones who stress that personality is so important, right? You should love someone for their personality. You shouldn't objectify women. Here's a controversial take. Women are main contributor to objectifying of women. Okay, the beauty industry is over, I don't know, what, $100 billion? I mean, it's a $1 billion industry. Women are the main contributor to objectifying of women. Here's a woman that sees only skin deep, right? She only sees a beautiful woman, and then she thinks, oh, man should, because he's ugly, he should pay attention to her. He should treat her, I don't know, like an angel walking the earth. Do you even know this type of woman? Right? Maybe she doesn't bring this man peace. Maybe she's annoying. Maybe she's aggressive. Maybe she's vulgar. Right? Maybe she's just terrible to be around. No, it don't matter about maybe she has a toxic personality. But no, it's just looks, right? He's ugly. She's beautiful. He must be in the wrong. He must treat her better because she's so beautiful that you would want to switch places with her. That you would do anything for her beauty. Seriously? Everything she says is like such a hypocrite. It's like, don't objectify women. Now, okay, but you should objectify her because she's beautiful. So you should, value her beauty. Her beauty is more important than her personality. Oh, but you know what? Oh, don't objectify women. The delusion is unbelievable with women. The hypocrisy is just insane.
But this is just something that's been weighing on my heart and my mind for a couple weeks. A couple weeks ago, something happened to me within a relationship, and it really just opened my eyes as to like how hurtful men are. I've known that for quite some time, but it's like men are so hurtful with no remorse, no care in the world. Like they don't give a fuck, and it's just.
This is going to be kind of a long video. One thing I want to say is just dissect this young lady. One thing is the problem that they don't see is the accountability. I'm going to show you within this video that this woman, it's her personality that is the problem. It's who she is that is the problem. I've said it before. Women are the ones who create their own problem. One, the men that she chooses, right? The men that she's attracted to. It's not men. It's the man, right? The man that you're attracted to, right? The handful of men that you're attracted to that breaks your heart. And now you kind of sprinkle all that hate on all men. Okay, that's the delusion. Women don't deal with a lot of men. They don't really. They don't personally deal with a lot of men. They may, reject a lot, but they don't really deal with a lot of men. So really, no, you don't know what you're talking about. But it's still the person that you choose to deal with, the person that you choose to enter a relationship with. It's not men, no. And I wanted to say that it's also the personality that you portray. You call men hateful, or hurtful. And yet you can't see the toxicity in yourself. Wait a minute.
Every time a man talks, especially to me, I just want to grab a toolbox and just that bitch across their fucking face. Bitch, shut up and get to work. You doing all this mumbling and cackling. Get to work. Go to war. Build something. Pump some gas. Take out some trash. Anything but talk.
So please tell me, just that video, right? The toxicity in that. Do you believe that woman actually attracts good men? I'll be really surprised that after seeing that video, you believe that this is a type of woman that attracts good, decent men. You it's the energy you put is what the energy you receive. Isn't that one of the things that women always say, right? She's hella toxic. Okay? She's pretty. But I think because of her conceitedness, her narcissism, her delusion, well, it pretty much brings out the toxicity in her. So can you be surprised that she dates toxic or terrible men? Can you? Because I'm not. I'm definitely not. So at the end of the day, it's your choice. It is your fault. You are the root of your problems. Okay? Because you chose you attract these men, and you chose to be with these men that you attract. And then you show the delusion of it. Like, you show the instability of your brain. Because watch this.
I have a theory. I feel like I be getting played because I'm like cool, like I'm peaceful. So they feel like I'm not even gonna do nothing about it. So it's like I gotta start being crazy. Niggas love a crazy bitch, and I'm not that. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Does she bring peace? Is she not crazy? The instability, the back and forth, different kind of personalities. She is very crazy, right? And, right, to think that men love crazy girls. No. The toxic men that you are attracted to might love toxic women. Might love crazy women. Good men don't. They don't. Because it doesn't bring them peace. It doesn't bring them peace for long-term commitment. Now, the men that likes crazy, because they only see you as, sexual release, then yeah, if you're crazy, it might be fun in the bed. But because this type of woman don't understand, she can't see nothing further from the point, right? She doesn't see nothing further, right? Far in the future. And she's not really accountable. She's not logical. She's just poor judging character. So no duh, that's how she thinks. And this is just an example of what type of women are suffering because of their own actions. And they don't realize it. They absolutely don't realize that they are doing this to themselves. They just don't realize that their attitude, how they treat men, how they talk to men, how they perceive men, what type of men they're attracted to, right? What type of men that they want to be with is their problem, right? It's causing the problems that they have, but they obviously don't see it, nor do they care about it, because they continuously repeat the same mistake over and over and over and come online to say that these men ain't shit. No, just the men that you're attracted to ain't.
lipstick, Ali said it was the size of a thumb. Yo, I was a little upset, like I was a little shocked. But at that point, when you're already like into someone, it's like you're like, okay, whatever. Maybe I could can't deal with it, But I was shocked as fuck. I was.
I swear, the hypocrisy, the double standards. Women are the ones, right, who are advocating for body positivity, right? Don't shame people's body. And yet women are the first ones to shame you, call you gay, shame you about your penis size. It's like, you make it seem like, oh, fine, I guess so many women want baseball bats to be up all in them. It is just ridiculous that, you can, on one hand, say men calling out black women, calling out fat women is insecure, it's misogynistic, it's disgusting, right? Stop shaming women. And yet, on the flip side, the first thing you do, okay, when you talk about a man, right, or you want to insult a man, is talk about his penis size. It's like, okay, this is great. It's like, this is why, women don't see that. Okay, how insecure big women are, right? They sympathize with women like that, like on women's weight, on women's looks, and yet you don't see how insecure you make men on their penis size. I'm just flabbergasted on the hypocrisy of it.
The more bills a woman pays by herself, the less attractive men become.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
I just paid 3 bills just now with my own debit card. Like the independent black woman I don't want to be.
I don't want to be INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? That means independent, motherfucker. I don't want to be independent anymore.
I don't want to be a strong, independent woman. I think we have enough strong, independent women.
I don't want to be an independent woman anymore.
I quit at being independent. I don't want to do this shit no more. This shit is draining.
Have dinner ready for your husbands when they got home from work. That is all I want to do.
But no, you thought everyone wanted to be independent.
I don't want to be independent.
A break from dating, and I didn't need a man. I changed my mind. I'll take whoever. Just get here ASAP.
It's so fucking exhausting and draining to act like everything is okay.
Now I'm like, I don't want to be this strong, independent woman. I don't.
I can't believe I used to truly feel so empowered by being like, I would never let a man support me fully. It took me 2 years in corporate America to be like, yourself. I would love if somebody came in here.
I don't want to be independent anymore.
We don't actually need men. We don't need to be married to men. If anything, men are a liability for us. They threaten our health, our lives through our nervous system and all the stress they bring. They threaten our finances because they're so reckless with money. They rob us of our time. They rob us of our joy because of their stupid moods. Not worth it. Literally will just steal years off of your life, decades even. Ask any divorced woman. That's why you should be getting dating advice from either women in healthy relationships or women who left marriages that they are willing to just go through with to get her access to her body, her free labor, her therapeutic services, her money, because so many of these men are literally taking our money. It's all for access. Cut these men off because you're exhausted by this king baby who constantly needs his little pacifier because he's the god, he's the son, he's the king.
Okay, first off, no woman in her right mind needs to be taking advice, dating or otherwise, from a divorced woman. She had a failed marriage. She's going to tell you everything from her failed perspective. And when you say take advice from women in successful marriages, happy marriages, what kind of marriages are these? The type of marriage where a man is a slave and he feels like his soul left his body? Is that the marriage you're speaking of? Because a lot of guys are in those too. They have to be obedient to their wives for fear of losing everything, for fear of losing their peace, losing sleep, doing everything that the woman wants just the way she wants it. Are those the happy marriages you're speaking of? What are they taking from us? Why are so many women searching for relationships? Why? So we can get robbed of our money and our joy and of our well-being? Truthfully, what I hope to see is more men getting with the passport thing. If you can't find decent women in this country, go elsewhere where women don't think like this. Because this sounds like a train wreck. This makes men sound like there's some sort of disease. They're human beings. They want things out of relationships too. I mean, we could easily make a counter list of all the things men lose in relationships. And these things oftentimes come out in divorce court when we see what men actually lose and what women actually gain.